Fellow people of the Southern Cameroons, good citizens of Ambazonia, una welcome for this platform, the No Conny Talk Show, with me, Capo Daniel, una host. Once more, I want to salute una, for welcome una, for the people's platform, a platform who would be committed for speak the truth and nothing but the truth for una, Ambazonia people them, and better still for speak the truth in una language, the Pidgin English language, the language of the people. Na me, the truth teller, una FBI, una chief investigator, the deputy defense chief of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the anti-kidnapping czar for Ambazonia. I don't come again for una for this program where it will be aired for the Ambazonian Communication Network ACN, and it will be broadcast also for the Facebook page as well as for my YouTube channel. I will advise all my followers and the people of Southern Cameroon to subscribe for my YouTube channel so that they will get updates for my podcast and for my presentation. Them will be very, very crucial as I've been a frontline communication officer for the governing council as well as the military wing of the Ambazonia Governing Council, the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Ladies and gentlemen, wanna welcome today na number 29 day for the month of June 2021. And for Ambazonia, for instance, Ambazonia, time now will be around 6 o'clock for evening time for Ghost Town Day in our normal country Sunday, a peaceful demonstration where the population they rise up for stay at home for send a clear message to the occupier and the international community say the people them for Southern Cameroon they want separation and outright independence for their territory. Cameroon government it don't try for undermine the spirit of the ghost town and for try to destroy the people's demand and their aspiration for a free and independent Southern Cameroon by trying to use trickery, by trying to use intimidation, terrorism, and all sorts of manipulation in social media. But they have failed woefully because this is the time for the people of the Southern Cameroon to actually actualize their independence that was granted in the United Nations, which never happened. Even the union which our people were forced into, La République du Cameroon, was also never consummated. As you know very well, the Cameroon government turned that wheel of good gesture of our people in the spirit of Pan-Africanism as a naivety on our own part to turn around, annex us and recolonize us, and now we are forced to fight and defend our freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to salute una all and for once again for appreciate una for welcoming me into una mobile devices and for open una TV for allow me for speak today for una heart to heart. I want to reassure una say I be committed and I be dedicated for always bring una the truth and nothing but the truth. The day when una go start hear me a lie or I start play corny, that day I go resign. But for now, I will still continue to remain truthful for the people of Ambazonia because that is what I am and that is who we are as a people. And sometimes we tend to forget those ethics and way they guide us as a people due to our years and years of association with this country, La République, which has been a cancer to our culture. As usual, we will start with a song for welcome everybody. This time it will be very, very short, and then we go get into greeting everybody on social media and those who they will watch we for home. This way for play music, I don't always choose them, even though we get a very limited time because you know I grew up as a Baptist Christian and music is a very integral part of us to keep. Ambazonians get giving victory across the board. The Republic of Cameroon, they realize how weak they are in their operation where they carry out that and much more. I will bring up. I will also bring up for the Atlantic. I will see how the operation that they go in today. We can get a lot of success. I will also bring an update why I'm up for a long time. But that's one of those why you do. I love Bakosi. I love Bakosi people. I love our Bakosi. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonian, wanna be welcome again for this show. Na me, Capo Daniel Arankam, and now we'll go get directly into my opening statement for this new episode of the No Conny Talk Show. The people of Southern Cameroon have demonstrated after 4 years into this war their resilience, their determination not to surrender their statehood and their independent country, the Southern Cameroon territory, we would then decide for Nemam Ambazonia out of our right as a people to exert our spirit and our self-determination as it been an external self-determination war for fight and for make us be unambiguous which we want to fight for as a people. For those who not done they watch me for a long time, when I don't realize that these few days them I never come online, close to a month. Now because I lost my elder sister, Sister Jane, my elder sister and a person way and take care for me when I be a small picking. For inside our house, I come from a very big family, and because of my activism in the Ambazonian struggle in this war we will be occupied and not be able to communicate and to commune with my family as I would like to, because you know very well the Cameroon government does not make distinction between what individual people do and the connection with their family. So me, like many Ambazonians, the way they speak out for overcome the fear of the brutality and illegal actions of Cameroon government that make no distinction. Most of us we have made the choice, and sometimes our families too have made the choice just to stay apart and make sure that communication is at minimum and you don't get to discuss even certain things. It's a very painful experience for me and many of my friends who are also in this struggle, that most of us are completely cut out of our families, and it has to be that way because the nature of the enemy that we deal with, you just have to keep away from your family all altogether. So I lost my elder sister, Sister Jane. I want to thank the Ambazonian Governing Council and the Ambazonian Defense Forces. That has really been like my family. Mama Wali, Mama Deborah, the guys in the Mandela, Lucas Asu, Dr. Cho Ayaba, Sheikh Kavi, Vena. Oh, Mama Wali, I cannot thank that woman enough. She has been really like a mother, like a sister to me. And a lot of our people, I cannot call all their names, but a lot of people, I should call some specific names for some people, please, if you may we just to tell them thank you. I want to call some specific name because these are specific people who had actually reached out. You have Vena, woman of God. You have Pa, Grandpa for America Day, Felix, Mama Najela, Dr. G, Big G, and Mama Sally, Dr. Leo, Mr. Mo, Mercy. The list goes on and on. Where they don't reach out for me, for pray for me, and for just support me during this period where I bury my elder sister. He be die of cancer. He be there for Bamenda. He go through a hospital treatment and he unfortunately he no succeed. So he die. He will be buried on Saturday after 1 month. And my family go through a lot. And through this experience, I want to bring them for una the Ambazonia people for know way to way to go through. And then after that, I will get directly into our struggle. Because this we would then put our life out there for be the face of this revolution and for be the frontliners. Our personal life sometimes it reflect for the conduct of our struggle. And what my family have gone through have really been a moment of a good lesson to me and to the governing council, the president of the governing council, also personally who have been following and monitoring things. I could not really get involved, because of the war, but my family had contacted me to inform me that some Amber Boys. I think we have to stop the whole idea of Amber Boys now that we are already in the middle of the war for over 4 years. We should be talking about the force. We should phase out this issue of Amber Boys, because to be honest with you, those who are still operating as boys, individual groups, have become a thorn on the flesh of our people. And I'm a clear example. I'll explain that in a while. Our people have to constitute themselves into force that are disciplined, that are capable of observing simple code of conduct and respect our civilians. That is what we are in the ADF. That is what we do in the governing council. We put the people first. We put the interests of the people first. We are not so much obsessed about some ideological thing that it becomes an we become hooked up in an abstract theory of what independence or what this movement is all about. For us, this is about you. This is about the life and dignity of our people. And whatever decision we take, whatever action we support, is based on you, the people. Is based on you, the people. We stand for the independence of Ambazonia. We believe ultimately the sovereign power of the state is the guarantee of the dignity of a people, their sense of entitlement, and their right to live free as they were created by God. That is why we defend the independence. We do not undermine those values in our prosecution of this war. So it's very, very important. When I was told by my family that the Amber Boys came to our compound and they asked for money, they asked for money for the burial of my sister, and it was a very, very big shock to me. They came and they came right to our compound, and I could not do anything about it because I can't use my office as the deputy defense chief to address things that are. I cannot use this power that I have as a command officer in the ADF or my influence to help my family. I cannot do that. Not only will I drag them into the war of this revolution, but I'm going to abuse my power, because what we do is for the state. It's not for our personal use. It's not like Cameroon government. We are not those people. So I could not even call on our forces to intervene. I could not even make a report. But I had the conversation with the top leadership about what was going on. And it was very embarrassing that my family would call me and tell me, aha, you see, you don't go, you fight for Ambazonian struggle. Na Amber Boy, they don't come for compound. They say me then pay 100,000 for allow burial for your sister to take place. It is not acceptable at all. It is not even the money. The money is nothing. And when my family told me that, I just tell them, I'm very, very sorry and I'm very embarrassed. I cannot do anything to help. What I can only tell you is, don't give any money to anybody. Don't give money to anybody. It is not tolerable that you call yourself an Ambazonian. I want to call you Amber Boys, like they call it on the street. Because this thing called Amber Boys have become a curse and a thorn of flesh to our people. Anybody who is an Ambazonian fighter by now must align yourself with a political structure that can monitor you and can hold you accountable. Nobody should support anybody who is operating as an individual again. It should stop. We should fight as a force, as a disciplined people. The chaos that is being pushed by the enemy, we should not get sucked up in that chaos. We should be organized and we should respect some basic principle. That is what we do in the ADF. Like it or not. I did not start this struggle as an ADF person. I just had to say, after a couple of years, you cannot say you are independent, you are neutral. No, you have to choose a side to be effective. You have to work with a team where you can be accountable to them and they can be accountable to you, and you can hold each other to account. So I think the era of Amber Boys is over. The era of the Ambazonian forces should become the norm. We should not ban. You don't have the right to ban, like big number have said, but we should tell everybody that you cannot operate alone again, because the enemy have now used the chaos, the lack of structure in the initial stage to affect our people negatively. And thieves and gangs of thieves are now using the name of Amber to terrorize our people, and it must stop. It is up to us to fight it, and we are doing just that. To fight against Amber, the so-called people who call themselves Amber Boys, who are actually just thieves exploiting our people. And sometimes they carry out operation to defend themselves, not to defend the population. When you look at the real Ambazonian forces, the ADF, we organize, we carry out mission like the one you saw in Bonji. When you see real Ambazonian forces, like which one will I even name again? Like Grandpa Bali. Grandpa Bali, now which operation you carry out more? No can talk to catch me. But you can see even No Mercy has gone to an attack. They carry out operation to liberate homeland. We carry out operation in Bamenda. We carry out operation in Fako, attacking, doing economic sabotage, targeting the enemy. We have carried out operation in Lebialem, in the whole of Lebialem, pushing out a whole column of Cameroon military. We have carried out operation in Bui. We have carried out operation across our national territory. We have supported operation across the national territory because we are doing so to liberate our country. Any group that just sit to continue to receive money from people should stop it. And we will have to tell them to stop it. We must, as a people, take away from thieves and robbers the legitimacy to go around harassing people in the name of Amber. How can you dare go to people who are mourning to ask for money and threaten them that if you don't pay this amount of money, we are going to disrupt the burial of somebody? This is what my family have gone through. My own family, if they can do that to me, it means they can do it to Ayabacho, they can do it to Seseko, they can do it to everybody in Ambazonia. It cannot go on like that. If you are a force in ground zero, or you are an so-called Amber Boys, and somebody dies, when the family are mourning, instead for you to go and console them, you go and you demand money on condition that if you don't give this money, so and so will happen. Then you do not represent the Ambazonian people. You are a thief, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. I told my family, don't pay. Nobody should pay. In our culture in the southern Cameroon, when somebody dies in the village, the Kwata boys, they come around, they help to dig the grave. And the family, the bereaved family, will give them fowl, will give them white mimbo out of appreciation of what they have done, out of love. It is not a condition. The idea that when people die and they are bringing their corpse to bury in the village, they have to pay money is so evil. You cannot be saying you are fighting for a people and you can do this type of thing. I have discussed this with the ADF ground leadership, and they admit that some ADF fighters have also received money, but not as a policy. Like they have gone to people who are burying place and they give them some money, but there have not been a case in the ADF where they have threatened families that if you don't pay money, this is there. They will not allow you to do this. They will not allow you to do that. We have seen cases in the ADF. They have admitted to me, and we have sent out a message to all ADF barracks. Do not collect money as a policy. Do not demand money from mourners. It is morally wrong. It is wrong. That is not how you can make money. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. We are fighting a morally just war, and we must fight it with a clean hand, morally upright. Even if we die fighting, let us die knowing that we are doing the right thing for the right reason and our conduct is right before God and man. It doesn't matter what people say about you, no matter what people say about me. I really don't care as far as I'm doing the right thing for the right reason. One day all of us are going to die. My sister has died, and my family was harassed, and there was nothing I could do. No family should go through that. And I want to talk to all families who have been harassed by the so-called Amber Boys when they want to bury their loved one. that those boys do not represent the spirit of Ambazonia who are doing those things. The real Ambazonian fighters that I know that serve in the ADF and our sister forces, they don't do that. This particular force that did this to my family is directly tied to General Tiger in Bafut. He have people that come right up to Nkwen there to take such action, and he had authorized that. I had reached out to General Tiger and tell him this should not happen again to any other family. You must be in control of your boys as you are in control of them to make sure that you don't do that. So I'm sending this message to Seven Kata. I'm not trying to demoralize you, but if that is the practice that has been going on, you have to stop it. No family have to go through what my family have gone through. And I cannot hide it. I cannot pretend about it. That is not who I am. Dr. Cho, in his letter, one of his letter, he also mentioned it. That no force should collect money or demand money from people who are mourning. No matter how rich the family is or how poor the family is, nobody should do that. If they want to support you people, they will support you. It should be a free will. It should not be a condition. And I want to thank all the forces in Bali and in Gozang, where my sister was buried. And I did not ask for help from anybody. And my family did not ask for help from anybody. They went there to do their burial, and everything went on well. The forces they met on the way did not interrupt, and they went to do the burial. And I want to thank every force in those areas. They are doing the right thing. And my friends who are in the Seven Katas, we have discussed about this, and they understand it. I don't want people to get the misconception, but I have to address it publicly so that it should remain as a policy. It is in the speech of Dr. Cho. I have put it in the War Council and in the policy department. Some people think that we take too long, but that is how a system is supposed to work, so that people measure, they talk to the stakeholders. We don't just take decisions and it has no effect. So that when we say that the era of the Amber boys have phased out to give chance for the era of Ambazonian forces, we should have forces that are disciplined. For the memory of my sister, whom I love so much, and I could not come to her burial to say goodbye, to pay my last respect, I want to play a video of my sister who have a message to the world. She has lived all her life to worship God. She is the most honest Christian I've ever met. She really embodies the heart of my family and a person of who I am, how I grew up. My classmates in BHS, I grew as a Baptist. I'm a Messianic Jew. I'm a born-again Christian. And my sister have a message for you if you're watching me. I know this is not a religious platform, but I want you to see my elder sister, who I could not say goodbye to. I love her so much. She meant a lot for me. We are in a war where we fight, and we have to fight to kill so that we can survive as a people. I want you to know that human life is valuable and should not be taken for granted. When we prosecute this war and we authorize and we support and we fund the fighting of our forces against the occupation forces of Cameroon, it is because we value the life of our people. We have seen how they have been killed like animals, driven away from their villages, property being destroyed. We have seen the effect of 60 years of corrupt regime in Yaoundé, who have bankrupted our people, turned them into prostitutes, destitute, refugees abroad, people who have to go and do things that they could not do. I'm of the generation that had to migrate, not because we wanted it. I wrote EMIA, and I passed EMIA, the practicals in Bamenda, and I went to Yaoundé. My name was not in the list. I wrote Economa, the same thing. They read my name in the list over the radio, and I went to Yaoundé. My name had disappeared. A lot of our people have gone through a lot, and unfortunately, some of them have ended up in places that they wouldn't have been to. So we are fighting to restore our dignity, our sense of entitlement, to get access to our economic power and our resources not for ourselves, but to empower our people so that nobody have to go through these things. When we authorize the fighting and killing of Cameroon military men, it is not that we don't value the life of those people, but because we value the life of our own people. And we want to stop them from destroying the life that we have and that we cherish so much. So we fight, and we have to kill the intruder to protect our own family, to protect our homeland, to protect Ambazonia. This is my sister, Sister Jane, that I'm very proud of, and I could not say goodbye. I have to play her message, which is a message that she have had all her life. So this is my sister. Let me play her video.
Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I want to give all glory to the Almighty God for what He has done in my life. He has sustained me from premature death.
It has a message. So she has a message she has been telling everybody all her life. She lived her life for Christ. If somebody have to go to heaven, it is my sister. There is no way. She has been very faithful wife to the husband and her daughter. She is a teacher. She was a government teacher in Gozang. She could not teach because of the war going on. But she maintained her house so that she could pay rent for all these years so that the landlord could have money. She's a faithful believer in Jesus Christ. She lived her life for Christ. I cannot explain it. But she have a message I want to let her talk. I want to play her message. This is one of the messages she will share in our family group. I just say, let me share this message with you.
Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto you." The Bible says that seek God first position in your life. When you seek God first position in your life, He will fight your battles. He will give you breakthrough. Whatever thing may be your heart desire, it will be granted unto you according to His riches in glory. We have to seek God in righteousness, seek God in prayers, seek God by to surrender all to the Lord Jesus Christ, and He will grant your heart desire in the name of Jesus. He says in Jeremiah chapter 32 verse 27, "Behold, I am the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for the Lord? There is nothing too hard for the Lord." What is your challenges today? Maybe your challenge is barrenness, maybe it's financial difficulties, maybe it's health challenge. Bring it all to the Lord in prayers, because He has assured us that with God all things are possible. It is impossible with man, but with God all things are possible. When you trust in the Lord, when you depend on God totally, He will answer you. He will grant your heart desire. He will grant you the fruit of the womb. He will multiply you, increase you, breakthrough, and you will testify, you will celebrate, and you will give thanksgiving for the glory of God. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Jane. You have run the race. You have gone to meet your Lord. And we will meet you soon. We will meet you. We love you. Please, if you have ever doubted God, Sister Jane is a true example of who God is. My life as well. I want to encourage you to draw close to God. Do not give up on faith, especially in the era of coronavirus where we haven't gone to church for a year. That is who we are. And thank you very much. I want just to share that part of me with you tonight. So that is it. I will go to my presentation today, my primary presentation. I have a lot. I don't know where to start because I've been out for it has been a month since she died, and she was just buried on Saturday. So that is it. I want to take you back to the revolution, who we are fighting for, who we are fighting. And I'll get to myself. Let me get to myself first. Let me get to myself. You know, I don't see people that they put their show on money for social media, the Ambazonian people. I've seen people coming with vehicles, parading vehicles, and to show you that they have so much money or whatever. And it is a big deception that have been going on for a long time, where they have stripped away our people from all their riches and placed people that dress like our colonizers and they come around parading themselves in vehicles and get your vote. In La Republic, when we are still with La Republic, they get your vote because you see them, they come, they speak English, they talk language you need to understand them, they look good, they speak like the white man, they dress like the white man, they come and show off to you, and you admire it, and then you vote for them. They go and take money in your name and make that life good for them. People who dress well to come to talk to you well and make you promises that they cannot even do hard work to do. People who show you money, but they don't show you how they make that money, are all thieves. I've seen some activists showing money, showing you bank account, showing you. I can show you in my house. I don't know if I can have. I can show you pre-approved loans that my banks will send every month. Since I'm here, I've never taken a loan. Today, I want to introduce myself to you people. My job, what I do in my life. I am not working in the skyscraper in Hong Kong. No, I'm not. I'm a filter specialist. I work in filtration, water filtration. We make sure Hong Kong have the cleanest water they have. I want to show you a little bit of my life, my job, because I've seen people showing you money, showing you lifestyle, opening companies. They want to be CEO. And some people, they are drawn to these people. Like the ones who have come to show you my trip to Boya and the draft. They come and they show you we have millions and millions of money with the hope that you will be so flattered by this money because they see you as a poor, wretched people, that you are so desperate for riches that all they need to do is flatter you with some money, and you come worshiping them, not knowing that these people will turn around, steal from you, and all they are fighting for is for themselves, not for you. So I will show you a little bit of my life, not to show you money, but to show you how I work and who I am. Unfortunately, I've just realized I really don't have any money, any pictures or video of me myself working in filtration, but I'll show you a little bit of my office and myself, and then I'll take you to our revolution. So this is this is what I do. I work for Jardins. This is what I do. Look at it. It's messy. It's working with. This is one of the project I'm currently working on. So it's quite very busy. We work outdoor, and I will not give a lot of detail because I don't have time. But I just want to show you what I do for my life. And this is me work. This is my office where we work. It's a makeshift office. It's a small office, as small as you can see there. See there. That is what I do. That is what I do. Apart from this revolution, this is how I work every day. And this is me on site, working on site. My job as a filter, we don't work 24 hours. We work about 7 months. We do our filtration, and then the company will send us to do other jobs in the company because it's a very big company. One of the biggest company in Asia, Jardins Engineering Limited. That is where I work. And this is my office. You can see my things hanging there on the wall. It's not a big place. I rarely stay in the office for long. We work on site. We work outside, outdoor. And that is how I want to encourage people who work hard not to look at money. Those who are in the ground, don't look at the lavish lifestyle that people live and you just think that that is how money is being made. You want to make money, you make money by working. Don't believe in people who show you money but they don't show you how they work. Don't believe in people who sell you dreams, but in actual reality, they are just there to steal the little you have. Believe in hard work. People who work hard. You look at Dr. Chuayaba. He's working. He have a company that employs a lot of people. Shea Carvey, he works as a taxi driver. He's not shy about it. We should be proud of what we do with our hands to put food on the table. And we should encourage people to do that. People think that you just have riches and then you just have these dreams of making a lot of money and then you live a happy life. Think about Bill Gates. He's one of the hardest working people that we know. Think about Obama. He's never late to work. Remember, who you are as a Southern Cameroonians is hard work. The joy of enjoying the fruit of your labor. Not like people in La Republic who just want to sit and then receive money and have lavish lifestyle. There is no joy in that. Trust me, if there was so much joy in money, the wife of Bill Gates would not divorce him. Work and make money. Be satisfied with the earnings you have from the physical work. There is no joy I get than receiving my salary and then I can use that money. I don't enjoy free money. Even when I go to work, I want to be productive. I can stay at work, out of work sometime when I'm not feeling good, and I will still receive my pay. But I want to work. I want to be fruitful. That is what you have to be. Don't look at people who come and flash you money to deceive you, flash you promises of Ambazonia, and they are just seeking for relevance and they are not really there to do the job. I bring you my lifestyle, I put it out there for a purpose, to help you understand the reality of life. Don't believe in deception. Miracles will not jump from heaven and fall on you. You have to be a miracle worker. Southern Cameroon will not be free. We have to free ourselves. If we are lazy and keep on following things, people with no plans, people who cannot take risk for the country, and we get ourselves engaged in all these unnecessary arguments sometime, we will ruin everything. The enemy wants us to be distracted, to believe in abstract things. Ayabacho, as a young man, went to Europe, make money, abandon everything to work for the freedom of his country because he believed in it, in something bigger than himself. Sheikh Kavi, he went down in ground zero to train boys for about 5 months together with Benedict Kwa. He could not pay his rent. Some friends gathered money in the governing council to help him to pay his rent. And they had a defense need in ground zero. He said that send that money for the defense. And he exposed even the mother in Europe who could be kicked out of the house because he put Ambazonian first. Those are the type of people I work with. Those are the type of colleagues I have with. You look at all these people showing money. You have not seen the house of Lucas Asu. He's a very wealthy man. He makes money just coaching people, celebrities, banks, corporations in Canada. Highly talented person, very intelligent person. Look at even Tapang Ivor. He went and volunteered in to fight Ebola. Vela Franklin, he went as volunteer. You have seen me going to ground zero. The first time I came to abroad, I went back home. I went to volunteer 7 days in Gozang, working with AIDS patients, helping them in the helping people like that. We have that track record. All of us in the governing council, the ADF, we have that track record. Even the people that you do not know. Don't follow people like Sako, who was a con man doing 419. Even in this struggle, he never come to any protest. Somebody who was lazy in his private life, depending on the wife solely to go and sell puff. Even his job he have as a guard, a security guard, he could not do it. People like that can never give you freedom. The job of liberation is for selfless individual. Fidel Castro, his father had a big farm, he abandoned everything. Went with 80 people to go and fight a war against 300,000 people. And they won because they had a moral background. They were ready to die. These are not people who are ready to go down and face any bullet for you. The Sarkos and the Anos. They cannot do that. They can't do that. Look at their lifestyle, how they make money, go to restaurants and eat 3,000 US dollar. They collect money for Ngokitunja. They say they collected 150,000 if you have to take it for face value. And they didn't send a dime. And when they see no pity, they come out and they say that they are going to give him 2,000 for award. What? You think those people will treat you better than Paul Biya? They will not. So we as the governing council, we stand to fight for you selflessly. I have no political ambition. Zero. I don't even think about that. But you have people who have been promised positions and governing. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll take you to Cameroon. I'll be very fast. We have a lot of things to learn. I want to show you Cameroon is weak. We will win them. We will bleed them out of our country. I guarantee you. You have seen the defense they are having. We are going to get more better, more litter. They are lazy. They don't have motivation. They are a corrupt country by the nature of their states. A representative of the French government. They can never succeed because they are so corrupt. They are so morally bankrupt. They do not even represent their own people. Let me show you the type of people Cameroon government are, so that might show that the kind of people they will fight against. Make una know very well. This is Cameroon. Let me show you a video of a policeman in Cameroon. Let you understand who these people are. And let you be very confident that we are going to beat them. This is a Cameroon policeman, a typical Cameroon policeman. So do one like Cameroon policeman. These are the people we are fighting. Drunkard. They drink sleep so for inside of what will be there for Southern Cameroon police. They not be the enter bar with uniform. These are the shit no white blacks we are fighting. We are beating them and we will bleed them out. Their economy would be destroyed completely. Before they surrender, they will surrender. Pobia will only make it long, but they will surrender. Because now they are struggling to borrow money. Even their own citizens are asking the IMF not to borrow money to them. The country is finished. La Republique is completely finished. Let me show you the minister. This is the minister. This is the minister. This is a minister in La Republique. These are the type of people we are fighting. Sitting in drinking matango with big belly. Their own is to manger, boire, manger, boire, manger, boire, baiser, manger, boire, baiser. They have nothing but they are a cancer to the planet. They are a cancer. And we have become their new prey. They don't want to let us go because they want to continue to exploit us and have an easy life. They think that by controlling us, they will be having easy money from petroleum in our territory, but it will not last. We will bleed them out of our land. We don't see General Nka. We don't come out. They don't launch a big operation where they call them say, "We clean." Where they send, according to media, they send 300 troops them, but on the ground, we estimated them bring over 600 of their military men them for their 5th military battalion, led by General Nka himself, the criminal terrorists. Where then they go around our villages, they burn villages, they kill people, destroying even land, even livestock. Ma play an international excerpt of a neutral media where you don't try to play for report on the Cameroon military, their operation for inside Ambazonia, where then dupe say we clean. That the video this.
At least 10 soldiers were killed and a police station was raided yesterday in different locations in southwest Cameroon.
So would you see raid them?
This comes at a time when Cameroonian army had just completed the operation called We Clean.
So they announce and say 10 military people they don't die. Remember, say when they count people, military Cameroon military they don't die, they need to count the one the way ADF don't kill them. Remember that one? Just recently, they killed 4 for inside Bamenda. The one will be there for hospital, they don't die, they don't quarter already. When I see the picture, because the revolution will not be televised. For tactical reason, for strategic reason, the Cameroon military will prevent the international and the local media from talking about the real death that are being caused by organized forces in their territory. But to prop up, even the news becomes a tool of war, but to prop up disorganized groups, lone wolves that they know will not survive. So now watch this presentation.
The mission, which began on May 15, aimed at neutralizing the operation of separatists in the area. The operation was led by the 5th Joint Military Region, consisting nearly 300 soldiers.
So, as a matter of fact, all these weapons are staged. These are staged weapons. We lost a single soldier who died as a result of breaking ranks, not as it was just lucky for La Republique. So we lost a single soldier. They brought in 600 specialized military forces that have received foreign training, led by General Nka himself in Bui. For 1 month, what do they have to show? They have flags to show, gas bottle, car hat, and some Bui warriors.
I told them that the mission must continue with discipline, with respect for the principles of commitment and conduct, and with respect for human rights. Population remains and will remain a center of gravity.
So na General Kadis it talk say the population will remain na their center of gravity. According to all statistics, even the one conducted by Kadinatumi, who was an apologist to your crimes in Ambazonia, put the percentage of those who are going out of their way to stand in favor for separation and independence to over 96%. So the population is not with you. If the population is the center of your gravity, then get the hell out of our territory. We don't want you. So when I see, this is what they have to show. They come say we clean.
Some residents are also accused of conspiring with the rebels. According to the army's claims, residents, leaders, chiefs, and church leaders have embraced the separatist ideologies in all areas.
So una the year, the one na international press. Then talks about chiefs, priests, pastor, local traditional leaders have embraced the Ambazonian revolution in everywhere in the society. This is my play me una enjoy am again, una hear again once more. Now here.
Chiefs and church leaders. According to the army's claims, residents, leaders, chiefs, and church leaders have embraced the separatist ideologies in all areas, making it difficult for them to fight.
It is actually impossible for them to fight because these forces fighting against La Republique are representing the aspiration of those people. The Cameroon government represent a foreign state. They are not wanted. They have been rejected. That's why the Cameroon government is not fighting the Ambazonian forces, but they are fighting the civilians, killing pastors, killing innocent civilians for supporting independence.
The military operation in different communities and the military option, I don't think they'll be able to bring back peace because the population is actually suffering. And sometimes when the population sees a military person, what comes into their mind is my son died, my daughter died, my father died because of the military.
So what they are saying here, peace, because they are living in the lion's den under occupation, people cannot express themselves. They are actually talking back a return to one Cameroon where the Cameroon government continue its exploitation and colonization of our territory. So the people then know, say, for return to that type of peace without justice is impossible because this Cameroon government have committed so much atrocity that you cannot, it is irreparable. The amount of people killed since Acum Julius, we cannot live with them anymore. Even a marriage, a legal marriage, can be dissolved. The amount of carnage, the use of terrorism tactics, scorched earth policy, burning down of village, removing of young people. We have the case of Mami Lydia. This Mami, over 60 years old, a senior citizen, her daughter, innocent daughter, got married to an Ambazonian fighter. Because of that, in the village of Ngom, the Cameroon military came to her house, a whole battalion. She was cooking fufu in the kitchen. They break into her house and remove a gun, execute her on the spot, kill her, shoot her 2 bullets, and she died. Not because she carries a gun, not because she posed a threat, not because her own daughter carries a gun, not because her daughter posed a threat, but because her daughter is married to an Ambazonian fighter. How can a military, a professionally trained military, consistently kill civilians without their leadership knowing what they are doing? It is on media, it is being publicized, it is a policy, it is a criminal regime. A regime and a people that uses terrorism against people is a regime we cannot and no people will accept to live or coexist with. These are terrorists. The Cameroon military is a military of terrorists. So I want to show you the other report, the other criminal, because the American government, the international community knows it. They are now declared visa restriction that specifically target the Cameroon military and the Cameroon government. for all this the atrocious act that the American ambassador himself have called it out. If not of the French government struggling to maintain this corrupt system in place, refusing and blocking the resolution, peaceful resolution of this crisis, because they want to keep us as slaves. They want to maintain the so-called peace without justice. That will mean subjugation of our people, denial of our life and our rights to live. A system that bans our history and criminalizes our history as terrorism and revolt against the state. This is the man they call him General Newman. Is it General Newman? He's called General Newman. He was in the Atlantic state. Newman Donatian, or how do they call this criminal?
Brigadier General Donatien Melingi Numa, dismissed from his functions by presidential decree, spent close to 8 months of command of the 21st Motorized Infantry.
Let me forward it because we have a
commander of the 21st Motorized Infantry Brigade in the Southwest region. Brigadier General Donatien Melingi Numa would have spent 8 months heading the region after his appointment.
So this is a criminal who publicly admitted that the Cameroon military, as a policy, is burning down villages, destroying houses in areas that have activities of Ambazonian fighters, which is a testimony that this is systemic. It is being prosecuted from the top. And the only reason Paul Biya is removing him from the theater is because he's afraid that this man is going to be linked to him, because the American government is coming after all the war criminals in our territory and the perpetrator of this genocide. So they have removed him because they are afraid of the crimes that he has been committing.
Assigned to crack down on the heightened insecurity in the region, General Numa is sent back to the defense headquarters at a time when insecurity has escalated. Heavy fighting men have deserted their homes and those of houses.
So all these criminals that the Cameroon have, they cannot run away. They will not run away. They will be held accountable. Eventually, it's just a matter of time. This is the work of the Cameroon. I'll try to bring you back a lot of things that we have missed because I've been practically out for all this while. These are the criminal activities of La République du Cameroon. This is the war they are waging. They are now launching, and this is very important, the actions of La République would launch an assault against oil mills, destroying mills, because they are fighting to make sure that the Pamo continue to sell oil to France and Europe. They are stopping our people who do not want to sell oil to them. The Cameroon so-called SDO actually sent a warning to this estate before the Cameroon military came to destroy this estate. I show this thing for Unameguna know. Say the Cameroon they fight now for their economic interests for our territory. They don't care about our people. That's why they will carry out such atrocious actions against innocent people in the southern Cameroons. So Meguna know this is why it's important that we must stop all exploitation of our natural resources, our cash crop. Nobody should sell to their corporation or corporation that supplies through them to Europe. They seize it, sell to the Biafrans, sell to the Nigerians, sell to whoever you want, or stop production. Because we cannot allow these people to continue to benefit from our economic activities, our economic potential. So I also want to talk about the one of the delegates where 10 Kobo he arrests them for inside. Let me bring up that picture. 10 Kobo he arrests them. Look like the picture is not available. And see how La République, how people them they jump for tribal claim credit. The pigs normally would try to take advantage because those are lone wolves. This is a guy we have come to assist their group and to also make sure that the groups, the activities of liberation takes place in the Atlantic state, bringing most of them back from ground one and helping them. These guys They are now targeting the Cameroon military and the intelligence. They are now targeting the people who were actually supporting the youth there, which were they call themselves the Council of Ndian. It has nothing to do with the LG or whatever they suppose they are calling these guys. So these guys are most of them are in UK. They have been helping these people to build the defense and protect their population against the La Republic military. So Diangote and the rest, they are trying to make it to be a manu issue with the people there in their village. And I want to tell the people that do not buy these tribal people who always tend to tribalism to try to hide behind tribalism and fight against your aspiration. The young boys who take away these guys, these delegates, are people doing so for the greater good of the Ambazonian people, to make sure that no collaboration, no collaborator or enablers will operate within our territory, to allow Cameroon government to impose its rule upon our people and subjugate our people for another generation, and to continue killing our people, turning them into destitute in our land. That's why they carry out that action. And it's important that you distance yourself, and nobody in Dian should in any shape or form provide intelligence. And those who are in UK in particular, as they try to isolate these guys, we are there to help and will continue to help, reaching out to them and to give them our support. And those people who are coming, I've seen people coming to try to take credit where they did not plan. It does not help. When the people are actually having the fire, they face the fire, you people are not there for them. I will take you guys to Gozang and to give you a little bit about Gozang, and also to take you, as our people are observing the ghost town. I want to bring you people video images, make all man for Ambazonian who say, we as a people, after 4 years, we still stand for ghost town. We're not the only way to show the international community, so we want separation and independence. It be very, very important. Dr. Cho Ayaba, the leader of our War of Liberation, that released a series of audios and write-ups to reinforce the need for us to continue the Monday goes down. Only Monday. The Cameroon government, they are trying to use my personality, the image of Lucas Asu and our leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba, to propagate lies after they have failed woefully to dissuade our people from observing the ghost town, to use manipulation to fight against the ghost town. They have failed, and their lame approach will not work. So remain vigilant. Do not believe in audios. Do not believe in pictures that you have not seen on our official page as being images that come from us. So I want to take una today for instance Bamenda, and also for take una for Atlantic State, for show now how our people they observe ghost town, how they demand independence. And this one really shows that our people are very much aware with what is going on. And this video, particularly in Bamenda, downtown Bamenda, you see one person coming down to take videos as well.
We will fight for this struggle. And I'm about that.
So when I see this guy is down there, is taking this video, you can look at down there, is somebody coming there to take video because they know something is happening. Something very important is happening. The Cameroon government is so afraid of ghost town that they are using Dr. Cho Ayaba's image to fake news that ghost town have been extended to Tuesday, because they want to try to attack the spirit of ghost town. And it's not working. They have used mine, it's not working. So it's very important, very crucial that our people continue the ghost town. And the fact that the people themselves are now coming out sending these images. Hello. Yeah, who is speaking? I'm on live show right now. So the fact that our people are so conscious to demonstrate that they are there, yes, we are still there in the ghost town. This is us. They are sending me images from across the territory. This one is in Bamenda Commercial Avenue. You can see this young man taking video there. The young guy down there is going around showing video to show the whole world that yes, Bamenda have stood for independence and separation. All our territory, there is video coming in right in Bota. There are video coming from Kumba. We have video from Tiko. We have video from Ekondo Titi as well. A lot of videos coming in from Ground Zero, and everybody is in the same the same mode, saying the same thing, that our people have resolved that it is independence or nothing else.
Every place is sea and lock. We there, Republic. See our country Sunday is only Monday. We release to the last man standing. We release to the last man standing. We tell Mr. Bob, our Tangi Paul say, you say one of the Cameroon. War and finish is Ambazonian. How many minutes should down? Our country Sunday is only Monday. Our civil land will continue for release to the last man standing.
So that is voice coming from ground zero, telling the war, say the ghost town remains only on Monday, and we will not stop until we have independence. Our people, they get it. They are conscious of what is happening. They are conscious of, they are aware of the politics of the revolution, and they are telling us that independent or nothing. This one is in, let me share you some of this video. This one is in Chair Street. Those who know Chair Street in the capital city, Bamenda is the biggest city in Ambazonia. This one is.
Yes, so now Chair Street this morning, Monday, ghost town. As you can see, even the shops then they lock, let them just dry. Okay now.
So images are coming across the territory. We have determined we will not stop until we have our freedom. We will never be subjugated again by any foreign state. We will not accept anything other than our full right as it is due under international law. We will exert our sovereignty until we exercise our right of self-determination again in an independent Southern Cameroon. So the one for inside Chair Street, ma bring the other one again for Tarinkun Market. Make una see for make una know the story, because as they say, the revolution shall not be televised. It's very crucial. Make una see the spirit way there for inside ground zero, as our people they don't rise up. The one inside Tarinkun Market, ma show na Tarinkun Market.
No comment.
Market be closed, all things be locked down. The whole Ambazonian, the people that they talk say they want separation and independence, and no matter how the enemy, the occupier, is silence them using terrorism, using judicial persecution, using random arrests to force our people, they have said that they want independence and nothing but independence. Until we reach Boya, we shall not give up. We shall have no reverse gear until our territory is completely independent, and the people will have the rights to rule themselves. So I go take you now. I'll try to cut them short, but I want to talk for the people the way they for inside Bamendankwe. Me they know say would they on their case as well, and also for talk for about the issue the way they go for inside Gozang. We don't do everything humanly possible so that peace and reconciliation a day with our forces and the TTA. I want to talk. I will call specific commander them for the TTA, make them come to their senses. Which way then they happen after third party would use third party to discuss with this TTA. There is a audio I want to play so that make una know. Say those way then they for diaspora, they send out lies and fake news like Don Pasho. He don't send fake news. We get evidence now. Say those fake news are responsible to the death of people on the ground. You should be very careful when you come in the social media to lie about what is happening on the ground. You should be very careful. There is an audio where Don Pasho Sena, he claim say me I the work for La Republique. He claims say I the work for La Republique. Lies. That audio, it don't lead to the death of somebody in Gozang. It has led to the death in somebody in Gozang. I will play the audio. You see how people are acting based on those lies. How they cannot reconcile with their brothers based on those lies, and they are showing it. They are showing those audios and videos as evidence of what they used to make the assessment. We have seen people dying in Bui because people asked for them to be killed. People coming and cheering for them to be killed. There shall be consequences. to all what you say or do. People who antagonize the ADF for no justified reasons without substantiation will be held responsible. Will be held responsible eventually. Be sure for that. Be very careful. When you sit out there, you make allegations of people you do not even know about things you don't even know about. Making lies, thinking that it's some type of a game. This is for real. There are life at stake. There are life at stake. So, there are forces already of the CCA who have come to their senses and they have denounced all propaganda against the ADF, and they are living amongst the ADF soldiers. They are living, life is going on normal in Gozang, and we have told them they can run their operation, they can do whatever they want. They don't even need to join the ADF, and they are living there in peace. So I'm calling on all the TTA soldiers where they don't come up for Gozang, they don't go set a roadblock. Anyway, I want to talk, say, thank the good news now, say, as this issue they go on, I reach out for some of them as they bury my sister for inside Gozang. I don't talk with some of those people them, and then the roadblock where they be the block people them for come from my 71, they don't open up. So now there's free traffic in my 71 from my 71 in Batibo. They are going to Gozang, so people can travel from Bamenda to Gozang, which is a very big market, a very important market for the food stock in Bamenda. People can go there freely. So the soldier the way they for inside my 71. Don't harass people. All this while una don't go for my 71. Una don't block road them for day. Una they collect money for driver them. The same how la Republic they collect money for driver them. Una feel say na they walk that way would be ready to do the one can fight them. Some of the decision the way una they take them, so una no reconcile with the ADF now because una the fear say una go lost all this source of una chop money the una run take and the chop am for them for long time. Una want to collect money for die, una want to collect money for driver them. It no go help we. If una fight for free Ambazonia, una go get enough compensation we una no go need for begin the suffer for una whole life and the next generation. There is more reward in giving people's freedom than in living in that type of life. I did stay for white man country for a year. 4 man no day. Then get basic living standard where government, if your money go below, government go add them for you free money. Which kind enjoyment if you enjoy for country like Ambazonia today, where road no day for motor. Even if you buy na Lamborghini, you go drive on for road. There is a greater wealth in the betterment of the life of everybody than when you are working only for your selfish interests. So I want call for Mbandam. Mbandam na a commander for mission commander for Gozang for TTA. Say my brother, no listen for people the way they fight now for their political interests and relevant. Where their political interests be tied in you, not reconciling with your brothers. When I abandon that thing where they want try for gather the two camp, the two camp for Guinean camp, they will say the one join Guinean camp for Guinean camp, and one for Ngonka. Ngonka, I hope I call the name right. The one join the forces them for day, so that Mona can fight ADF them for Gozang. That is not a fight against La Republic. It's a fight against your own brother. I thank the traditional chief them where they don't deny for give blessing for una no go carry that attack. Make una listen for the gods. Una listen for reasoning. ADF they for day since they come for Gozang, they don't stay for Gozang plan attack for inside the attack where they carry for that La Republic their position for day from Gozang, because we are fighting against La Republic, not against you. Your brothers the way they for inside Gozang, no man ever harm them. They don't release them. We are there for peace, collaborate and fight against a common enemy. So I will call the specific commander them, Commander Senior. I not say Commander Senior, you just get your own blind allegiance to Numbeng. Think about whether it really help you or it help Ambazonia. Think about your motivation. Are you motivated by the money or they go collect them for road day? One I talk for one of the TTA tell me say one day for road day they collect more than 200,000. for driver them, can driver them. Una think say una dey work na for una belle or na for Ambazonian. Make una think while la Republic the left una be the key manager area. Not be only because Mbanda be make arrangement with them. Not be only because of that. Now because they know say ultimately una president need to intimidate them for nothing. Ultimately, una ran begin consume, una ran get big belle them for be satisfied for that area on the day. Una know the go, una they need the attack una because una then for place where una no fit score go against the Republic. Una join with we, partner with the nationalist forces. Make una begin waka from block to block the attack. Like how even no pity they waka do one. Now so we go win la Republic. No before she don't county by county, she don't for your own place begin fat. Una see how General Efang they do. Carry forces then go for A, B, C, na say they waka fight. Una stop all those things them. I recall even Mukap, Commander Mukap, una come to reason, una reconcile. DM also, una come to reason, una reconcile. In particularly, Commander Idan Wowo, Commander Idan Wowo, una reconcile, una stand together. United we stand, divided we fall. The only people the way they talk some una divide, they don't get no reason. They will talk so they lie una say ADF na la Republic. All those lie them una they still believe them. No man they still believe that lie them. You need to work. By now all man know the truth already. Now why that la Republic they do everything for fight, for make sure say make ADF be the dominant power. And some people then too they want political relevant. They hear some action the way now. They don't even know how they come out. They want to have a project themselves through those actions. In every case, we are not insisting or trying to be the only force on the ground. No, we just want to win La Republic. And if we are effective in that, so be it, as we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will cut the show now because now already 2 o'clock, 2:30 for Hong Kong time, for morning time, and I need to wake up very early. By 6 o'clock, I'll already begin prepare for go for work. That is how we have to do. That is our way of life. Work very well. Work farm. Even during this war, make sure say on a work farm, me chop a day for country so that we fight La Republic very well. So we don't come for the end of this particular episode. We'll continue for the hear for me even more, and we will work. No. I can't go without showing you our operation in the Atlantic State. I don't announce and say the ADF we don't start a anti-kidnapping squad for inside Fako. This video them are one will be very, very disturbing videos for person where you know get very strong belly. Now one of the people then this way the forces that are gathered together with the local population for I'll talk about no pity a little bit also. I see some person they say talk about no pity. I'll talk a little bit. No, it's not important anymore. But I have to just talk about it. What is that video? Sorry, I talk for now they look for TV screen. So this picture will be very disturbing, so one will just when I watch them. So this boy now, one of the thief boy, the way they pretend say them being the Amber boy. As I talk, we know one Amber boy, one Amber forces now, not be boys again, because this thing way boy they do wake up a quarter. They want remain only them because they don't turn on a gangster them. Who want na me all man constitute a force where they fight for a political objective. It be accountable to the people. And they get an accountable system where people they feel hold them, make sure say make will not be a system where the cartel they go to rule over our territory. So this boy then catchy, he don't give names them for the boy the way they work at thief, they work at harass our people then for inside Munia how they call that place na Munia for Munia. For inside Munia, they do see them on both sides. Anyway, I'll just tell you what it happened for inside Munia, they for inside Fako. So our forces them already they ran partner again with our population from the intelligence where they gather them from me after we then give it a mob justice for day. They ran catch again today with the general public for inside a Tom. One of the boy the way the worker said them being an Amber boy, we no be Amber boy them. Now just thief people because if una the worker harass our people them, they kidnap for ransom for the purpose of una own belly, then una not the fight na for Ambazonia again. Una ran become a thief. So when I see this one, so our forces then they me all population, me they know say the forces then stand with them for fight against kidnapping for ransom, the genuine forces. So now one of the other boys this way they don't catch them, the population no bring me the level me go. When I know say be very disturbing images.
Out of the population, yes. So there's no way. There's no way to take him, Papa.
So when I hear even our commander for they talk say they no get no way they fit protect the boy from the local population, because when I know a country where you don't even get a prison system where the rule we there is no place where people they fit keep people then like these thief people then, because they will come back and keep people for quarter. This now people they work at kidnap in the name of Amber. So all groups the way they work at do kidnapping, when they work at just for specialized to take money for people they run die. Una not been a force one to fight for the people. If una intention, any man where they go take money for person where then die, for cross that body go take money, you don't have a good heart at all. And a person with a bad heart cannot liberate a country. You cannot, no matter how you try. You cannot be taking money from people, mourners, harassing people, can't catch people, then go to the forest, begin call their family, send me, then send you money. Say you do an of Ambazonian. No, innocent people, where they don't live their life. No, that you cannot do that in our name. It has been rejected. So we must phase out the Amber Boy into the era of the Amber Forces. Phase out Amber Boy to the era of Amber Forces. We don't want this so-called, even that generic name Amber Boys. Even there are some things Amber that we must reject. Just because you attach Amber to something does not mean it is good. There are people who carry Amber flags who are devils also. We must stand only with those who are genuine. Only those who are genuine. So the one way they talk about no pity. I don't want to talk, not because it's very important, but no, it's very important because he's a very prominent soldier right now. When I don't hear how he talk, the thing where I want to talk about, I know before talk about ye, because we respect every soldier where they fight for ground. But now to talk about the lies where you can talk about the Ambazonian Defense Forces. Say we fight against other forces, we need to fight instead we fight in the Republic. For tell now say even the forces then where he use them, he brought away and then led that attack for last thing. And where they attack the latest one where they carry them for where they on social media. I will give you now video images for the ADF forces the way they do ye and his own brother Sheena. When he endanger this more pay tribute for the ADF soldier where he die with them. The only soldier where he die for them happened to be an ADF soldier. One for pay tribute. Oh, sorry, I did for the wrong place. I'll put up their picture here with the brother. This is Sheena. This is Commander Danger from our mother base in Yellow. And that is the brother of No Pity, who led that operation, who was actually at the forefront. These are the two people at the forefront, very, very good friends. All these boys, they are together. We have helped a lot of us. We don't really care about that. But for goodness sake, please, don't turn it and rub it on our face. Don't do that. You don't help anybody. The ADF is the biggest force on the ground. It is a mother force. All those names are the kind of field marshal. Remember, the whole United States have had only one field marshal. Only one. There is no field marshal in America. Now they talk say even the chief man where the one can claim where you no harvest. So the one say want make you more than a field marshal. If he say they'll make you more than your brother Chris, I know your brother. There is no rank after field marshal. They want to elevate you again to where? So, not about even elevation. Don't come and just spoil people's name and bring disrepute to a very reputable force like the ADF. These are the videos. May I play the videos of the tactical training where these boys then receive them for the ADF before the one go join No Pity for begin carry out the action. The way it be very, very good for carry out actions like that for Ambazonia. These are the tactical training. I'll just show one of the videos because these are classified. This was supposed to be classified, but we are declassifying this particular one for the purpose of protecting the integrity of the mother force on the ground.
Ale, you come.
So these are tactical training.
Ale, second line.
So that is the brother of No Pity in this video, less than a month ago, giving them tactical training on the capability on how to make those maneuvers. 6 of those guys are ADF trained. They are there training there with our tactical unit, giving them the know-how, how to maneuver, how to effectuate these attacks against La Republique. We will continue to do these things, empowering all forces on the ground, supplying even 90% of the bombs you are seeing in on the ground is coming from us, coming from the organization, the ADF. That is the money we collect from you guys. We provide to those people. We are the neighborhood kind guy who come around, sometimes even offering bullets for sale because we need to restock. We are making sure that Ambazonia will be free. We don't care about the credit. Sometimes those of us who are in the communication, we are pushing for it because we know you guys want it, but the defense community in the ADF do not care about those propaganda things to elevate a single group or things like that. They really don't care. Big number don't care about that. When they go in the war council, big number is focused on making sure that the job is done. He doesn't care who will get the credit or not. He doesn't really care. He just wants to free the country. That is who we are. And we salute you. No pity. But focus on fighting and reconciliation. You have come out to denounce the pigs. You have come out to condemn them. These are people who do not regard anybody. Tomorrow they will turn their back against you. Whether they turn their back against you or not, it doesn't matter. But do not try to wrongfully make statements that are false against the Ambazonia Defense Forces. It's not good. We continue to support you, even if not financially or whatever, but we continue to encourage you to do the right thing for Ambazonia. Fight to free Ambazonia. We will continue to do what we do to free the state. We continue to mobilize our resources, follow our roadmap to make sure that Ambazonia is indeed free. God bless you guys, and see you in our next episode. Thank you very much for listening to me. We have a lot going on, and we believe those who listen, pay attention to us, are the most influential people, and we are working on the 1% theory that it will take 1% of our population. We have not even gotten to the potential that we need to be active, and we need the good ones. We need the good ones. 1% of the people rule the world. 1% of Ambazonia will free the rest of the population. The 99% of the population have given us this mandate through their actions of the ghost town, through their declarations and the embrace of Ambazonian nationalism for us to fight for their freedom. And those of us who are patriots, those of us who are soldiers, have stepped up and taken the mantle to run the good race for our people. God bless you. Stay strong. Make sure you support and arm us. Provide us the necessary resources to keep the war going so that we will beat La Republique. We have a roadmap. We have a strategy. We have the patriots counting on you to get this job done. There will be a fundraiser this Saturday. Pay attention to it and make sure you play your part. God bless you.